is a proof of concept for an animated feature-length film. It tells a story of a group of astronauts stranded in the past, struggling to survive the witch hunt led by medieval Inquisition. My name is Sava Živković. I wrote and directed Beckoning, and in this video I want to share a bit about the idea behind the film and how new technologies are allowing small teams to approach long-format storytelling. The story follows Morgan, an astronaut en route to a future colonization effort. Instead, a series of malfunctions has crash-landed the colony ship back in time in the medieval ages on Earth, where due to their advanced technology, the colonists are perceived as witches and warlocks and are hunted by the Inquisition Knights. The main storyline follows our group of survivors as they traverse this medieval world and the many obstacles along the way, in hopes of reaching the last functioning spaceship and escaping into the time from which they came. Beckoning is best described as an art house action-adventure film. It is The Revenant meets Lost in Space, a dark and gritty animated feature-length film geared towards mature audiences set in a clash of eras where the future meets the past. The film will be executed in full CG animation utilizing Unreal Engine, pulling from and building upon my previous experience with creating Irradiation, a short film made entirely in Unreal Engine. The rendering style is a mix of photorealistic with a dose of stylization in terms of character proportions, established by our art director Milan Nikolic. The first draft of the feature-length script is already finished. If you're a producer interested in development, you can contact me at the following email. This proof of concept wouldn't be possible without the gracious support from Epic Games Megagrants and AMD. And I want to take a moment and talk about how their combined technologies are helping to empower creators. As I mentioned, it was very important to us to translate the character stylization from concept art to 3D, and doing so requires a handcrafted sculpting approach, which normally comes with a lengthy facial rigging process. With the latest edition of Mesh to Metahuman, we were able to translate our custom head sculpt into a fully functioning metahuman rig in a matter of just a few clicks. Mesh to Metahuman will automatically smooth the facial features, but it is incredibly easy to retain the original stylized mesh with a single corrective blend shape. We only had our lead rigger, Lucas Salomon, on this project, but with this technology, it's not hard to imagine that a single person can service the facial rigging across dozens of characters on a whole feature production. On the hardware front, AMD technology offers powerful real-time performances across all different aspects of production. Threadripper processors speed up the viewport performances when working with complex character assets in ZBrush or when previewing textured assets in Substance Painter. All of this provides the artist with less time waiting and more time making creative decisions. In Unreal Engine 5, Lumen and Nanite shine with the new Radeon RX 7900 XTX. From the cinematography perspective, it is incredibly liberating being able to walk around the completely lit environments and to explore the shots. Seeing the characters and the lighting with global illumination in real time helps us make creative decisions almost at the speed of thought, and this significantly speeds up the production process. What used to take weeks on end, working with large teams and waiting on renders to finish, can now largely be accomplished by a single artist. When it comes to high-fidelity rendering, the Unreal Engine FSR plugin from AMD provides upscaling to 4K while working in the editor, boosting the performance even further and bringing the sharper image and more clarity while making creative decisions. Furthermore, the FSR plugin for the movie render queue pipeline upscales the final frame rendering to 4K or even 8K. AMD hardware made the production of this proof of concept short a breeze, and what used to take large render farms can now be accomplished on a single workstation. When working on shots and reviewing lighting, for example, you can make changes and decisions as you go. You can change the lighting, change the character or environment placement, or entirely change the camera angle if you so desire. This amount of speed and flexibility is unprecedented in traditional animation pipelines, and is one of the main reasons why I personally believe that producing feature-length animations with smaller teams is now a reality. The software and hardware from Epic Games and AMD combined are even further democratizing filmmaking and are bringing efficiencies that are constantly evolving the landscape. The aforementioned efficiencies are just some of the many we've experienced in this project. For example, my friends from Hydra Studios have helped us with environment creation utilizing procedural landscape generation in Houdini. These dense and complex meshes can be easily modified via parameters and are exported to Unreal Engine as nanite meshes for final texturing and shading. Generating large and believable landscapes has never been faster. Once again, much like with Irradiation, having Unreal Engine on the motion capture stage allows us to see the performance in the actual lit and rendered scenes through the use of virtual camera. And now the animation team at Take One has a direct link between Maya and Unreal Engine, allowing them to tweak facial animation with lighting context seen directly in real time in Unreal Engine. With all of these efficiencies, from mesh to metahuman to high-fidelity real-time rendering powered by Radeon RX 7900 to procedurally generated landscapes, CG animation production has never been as fast and as fun as it is now. I've started my Unreal Engine journey last year with Irradiation, which has directly led to Beckoning, and I am simply astonished by all the possibilities this technology has brought to filmmaking and animation. I wish to express my utmost thanks to Epic Games Megagrants and to AMD for all of the support along the way, and I wish to encourage you to give this technology a try. Exploring environments and shots in real time, you simply never know what stories await. And I, for one, cannot wait to continue creating my own.